Hey, what's up, y'all? Coach Alejandro here, Coach Mike, Black 21, Denver, Colorado. We're going to go over some hand placement today while you're boxing. Mike's going to be throwing some stuff at me when I ask, and then in return, I'll just show you my own opinion of how certain times hands up here is nice, or in that little bit of shell, or closed off here. Or sometimes it's nice to just reach in, hug in, tie up, stay hugged in different positions. So we'll start off first one. Normally, this is where we learn to box from, is like cheekbones, hands up here. If my hands are here, I'll do this with Mike. If he's here, he's done a pretty good job of stopping stuff without having to move too much, right? Maybe if I go for body shots, that's where he's going to need to protect with his elbow and drive those down a bit more. This is a pretty good neutral place to be in. But it also depends on your distance, which really is going to be a driving factor on how you use your hands. If we're this distance, what is mid-range here, and he punches straight out towards my forehead, that's a pretty good range, right? Also, I could return he throws. So there's always that about my hands are stuck here. When you defend like this, it's nice, but there's also ways that I can kind of sneak around this or go inside. So for a starting point, this is a good place to be, with your hands in by cheekbones, elbows in. Often when somebody's new, we might just be like, raise your hands and drop your elbows right into your ribs, and that puts you in a pretty good place to start off with. Again, he's protected pretty good. He could go check the body, go a high block here with this one, good. He's bringing those elbows up, but if we turn just a bit so you can see this, when he goes to block here, it's not away, it's not far away always. You can absolutely, but from here, he's just lifting that high guard up, dropping those elbows to protect his body. Hey, that's a good place to start off with. Let's say we advance it a little bit. He's taller than me, so sometimes this doesn't work always because he's just gonna keep jabbing the shit out of me, and I can't necessarily deal with it all the time. It's nice there, but he might fake it and go for a hook or something, and I'm tagged up. So we'll move on to the next one. I like this stance because it leaves me a bit more open to move my head. Some people that are here can take better shots. This is the thing about hands. Let's say he's covered up here. This allows you to eat punches pretty decently. But if you're not the type of person who can eat punches, then you're going to want to find a different way to move around, right? So the next thing, we're going to get in like a little bit more of a martial arts / lengthened out stance there. That hand in the back is going to be up by cheek, elbows tucked in still, but the lead hand plays out a bit further. Mike's taller than me. This might benefit him versus me. If he's here, he can snap his jab quick, and then I also can't really reach him from that range, which is nice. That's why we like this hand long. Also, we'll switch roles. He's throwing jabs at me, and I can quickly come back with something. If I have to parry it from here, that's a longer time. He's probably going to be able to get his hand back to defend it. Versus if I'm out here playing with this range, I can work both a bit quicker. That's with my hand in and my hand out. The lead hand out, the back hand is in. Leg should always be there, but hand placement is the thing we're talking about today. With this also, this allows you to kind of shoot out a bit more to the side, pivot out or step to your left and whatnot. So I'm going to throw my cross, and I want you to clear the hand and step out. Boom. One more time. Boom. Yeah, you see how nice that is? He's out to the angle. One more time. And then he's ready for a cross down that pipe, right? That's my balance being bad. His job at doing good job at off-balancing me. Okay, so that's with the hand out here. If his hands are in here, it's a little harder to do that kind of move. He'll try to clear it and get out the way. It's just different. The range is different, right? So for certain hand placements, again, this one, good for eating shots. We're going to be in here dogging it out. This one, good for a bit more hand manipulation. You can parry stuff. You can redirect or clear it. And boom. And all of those have a nice quick return fire, a nice counter off of them, right? Long time again, one more. You get that there. You can shoot a jab. You can shoot a cross. It's nice to have that hand out. Last thing on this one, if your feet work well, they should work well. If your feet are working, you could easily take steps back. He throws his jab. And that wasn't much. That was just a little step. If my hands weren't there, my feet did that. But again, I don't want to do this because he throws a jab cross. And I'm getting cracked there. So I would like something to be up. Throw your jab cross. It's nice for a lot of different defenses. Let's say you throw your jab. Your cross, your cross, your left hook, your right hook. There's a lot of cool things you could do off that body jab, that cross, right? If I'm here, I'm gonna eat more. If I'm here, I might be able to deflect more. There's some other styles, old school fighters. For me, I'm not gonna teach on that because I suck at that one. I get jacked up. So what I can tell you about this stance is it's hard. And one of my old coaches used to do this crazy angle thing. He's very good at it. It's nice for big shots, but it's very hard to defend in that kind of stance. Last thing towards this kind of talk is which stance are we in? We're both in orthodox now. This is nice. Jab. Let's say we switch to southpaw. He switches. It's a little different. For me, this one's tough. Unless I'm going to be in here dogging it out, it's very tough for me in an opposite stance. So I'm going to lengthen a bit more. The last one we talked about, elbows in here. This one, because we're switching stance, I put myself out couple inches further, mid to long range. So now, because he's a long fighter, I'm gonna try and work my hand up higher. That way, if he wants to go over the top, it's gotta be really dramatic. If he wants to throw over here, it's gotta be something that's pretty visual. Yes, he could throw his cross after that.
So
yeah, hook cross, but I'm kind of tight here. I'm already ready for that. Same thing, if he tries to go under with that punch, the jab,
just go underneath.
then I'm kind of over the top and I can use these little bits to deflect a bit, boom, and come back out. And that's me using both hands right, because I'm over the top and I'm long with it. Also, one more time, it helps me, keep throwing at me, stay a little safer at range. If I try to do that shit here, I can't do that. So what we talked about in the beginning was range could dictate your hand position. Close range, I might be here. In fighting, I might have one hand up here. I might try and get on the outside of his stance. Long range, I might have my hands out more because if he reaches his jab, I know I'm pretty safe here. If we were to do that here, I'm gonna get wrecked, right? So the last one is on that long range, hand up, long. I feel more comfortable and it seems a little safer here. At this range, he's gonna have a hard time going to my body. So if I know that, he's probably not, running. He's gonna be right there. I can buzz that in there. Yeah, he might land those for sure. He's quick with it. Boom, and he's got good head work with it. But if I start to move my feet now with that, it's easier. If I'm in here at this range and he's throwing body jabs, it's taking me a little longer to get back to him versus if I was loose out here, right? So those are kind of ways to use your hands. Is it all of them? No. Is it how every gym? No. But just some ways that you can. Uptight, cheekbone, mid-range, long range. Thank you, sir.